So I'm going to be cycling from Delft to Rotterdam to an African restaurant to try out some African food. And it's currently 5:15 p.m. So you can see it's quite sunny. And Google Maps says it should take me 30 minutes, but let's see how long it takes me, and hopefully I can get there before it gets dark. Okay, guys, so we're leaving Delft now, and I'm going with Dennis from Uganda, and he's going to try out Nigerian jollof rice for the first time. So we'll see what he thinks about Nigerian jollof rice. So this is me getting on my bike. I didn't press record. So this is just me cycling through Delft, and I'm not using an electric bike, so trust me, this is much harder than it seems. I had to manually push and fight for my life, and it gets much worse when you're going uphill because then it's just harder to cycle. But when you're going downhill, then it feels so easy. But yeah, I had already planned to do this, so there was no stopping me. So after about 24 minutes of cycling, we finally go to the end of Delft. And as you can see, this is sort of like the Dutch word, tot ziens, which basically means goodbye in English. And as you can see, the surroundings are sort of filled with trees and basically just one house in sight. This is like the outskirts of Delft, moving on to the neighboring village. So we just stopped to take some few videos, and after that, we got right back into our journey. And this was right after we passed the sign for Goodbye Delft. So now we are outside the city of Delft, and I'm not sure what exactly the name of this town or village or community is, but yeah, it's obviously not so much. No, not many people are living here because the road is basically empty. There are no much houses, and yeah, so it's just like the outskirts of the city or something like that. So at this point, I just felt like, okay, you've seen too much of my face. Maybe you should also see the surroundings. So I switched the camera to the back, like I switched my phone rather, because I was still filming with my front camera. I switched my phone to the other side so that you can just see the path and just have a look at what it looks like, basically. Fietspad. So at this point, we finally passed all those small villages after Delft, and we finally got to this place in Rotterdam. It's called Delfshaven, and it's actually a district within Rotterdam. So I just stopped to show you the view of what this looks like, and because it looked beautiful in my eyes. So especially the canals, the Netherlands are famous for its so many canals, and this is just like an example of one of them. But this is quite a very big canal. The ones in Delft are way smaller than this. So when we passed this point in Rotterdam, I came across this big tower, and like I just saw a few people taking photos and video, and I was like, oh, why not? I'm a vlogger now. So yeah, I just joined and I took a video of this tower. It's really really tall, and like I also found this Chinese looking tent, so I just included it in the video, and just a view around of what Rotterdam looks like. Like you can see, like Rotterdam has a lot of tall buildings, skyscrapers, and it's really really beautiful. In Delft, you don't really find so much tall buildings like this. And these are the guys. But Rotterdam is so so beautiful. Like if you just take a look at the view, And after passing the Erasmus Bridge, we cycled for about 10 to 15 minutes and we finally got to the location of the day, Mama Essie African Restaurant in Rotterdam. At this point, we were so hungry. Like, I felt like giving up on my vlogging and just go straight to the food. But I said, okay, I've come this far, I have to finish it. So I just recorded a little bit of what the restaurant looks like from the outside and the inside, and it was a nice place. It was a bit small. I imagined something bigger, but yeah, it really looked nice on the inside. They were playing some nice, cool African Afrobeat jams just to feel the vibes in the air while you're enjoying your meal. And as you know, this is the main agenda of the day. This is what we came for. This is what I cycled over 1 hour 30 minutes for. Jollof rice and chicken with plantain and a little bit of vegetables at the side. This costed about 23.5 euros, and I had malt to wash it down, which was about 3 euros. So this was actually Dennis's first time of trying our Nigerian or African jollof rice, and he absolutely loved it. And for me, this is 10 over 10 jollof rice and chicken.